Welcome back, friends and family. Today we're going to be taking a look at Tomshoo, I don't know how to say it, but titanium twig stove. So if a lot of you are thinking about whether or not you could take this on a day hike or even a through hike, we're going to test it out today because look, we have snow. So if we can find twigs to boil our water today, then you should be able to do it anywhere. So stick around, let's check it out. The Tomshoo titanium twig stove. All right, so there's the bag. It weighs 44 ounces or 13 grams if you decide you want to carry the bag. All right, let's tear this out and let's get the stove weighed. So the stove weighs 1.82 ounces or 52 grams. That is a lightweight stove right there. So, all right, let's see how she finishes the test. So even with less than perfect snowy weather conditions, we still should be able to find enough dried wood to boil water if we need to so we can make food. So let's see if we can find some real quick. As long as you can find, even though they got snow on them, but as long as you can find something that snaps like that, like these, as long as they snap, they're dry enough, and then we can get a fire going. So let's get some twigs collected here, take them back down the stove and get them burning. So just in a few minutes of collecting, we got enough dry wood here to get a fire going. And then I'll just feed it. This one's actually even a little bit green, but we'll see how that reacts to the fire as well. It's snowing. We got snow on the ground. And you're still like, there's a piece right there that's standing dead that I should be able to collect plenty of firewood off to boil some water and have lunch. Even in these conditions. Cotton ball soaked in Vaseline makes for an easy fire starter. Let's tear it open a little bit. There we go. With the wood stove, you got to make sure you're not around leaves or anything like that. You don't want a forest fire. Find yourself a rock or clear it up. Just act like you're starting a fire right on the ground, because essentially you are. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up here, and then we'll see if we can get it to boil some water. We just put our Toaks titanium 750 milliliter cup up there. So my concern is that when you put the cup on there, you block out those holes. So that is my concern. I got snow on the bottom of the cup, so that's not helping. So I'm wondering if that's going to slow down the boil time. But we'll find out, won't we? All right, so far we got some good flames coming out of that. So we are getting smoke. And I guess it's because there's not enough gap there. And we are getting flame shooting out the back of those holes, which makes me wonder if all the heat is actually being utilized and coming to the top. So we'll find out, see how long it takes us to get a boiler. I'm just gonna keep this fire rolling. I'll let you know here in a sec, right? All right, so far, it's lightweight. That works good. Packs. You don't have to carry fuel as long as you can find enough wood, which I haven't really picked up much. You all saw what I picked up. And I mean, I don't know if this is going to be good for a through hike or even winter hiking, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. We're still in the beginning stages of figuring out what's going on. Starting to get a little action going on. Definitely hot. Been about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Everybody, she's burning up pretty good. You got a boil going on there. If you weren't trying to purify water, you would just, that would be plenty hot enough for any mountain house meal or any north sides. Didn't use much fuel. So it took about 5 minutes for that water to get that hot right there. So stick around, final thoughts on this, and I don't know. I don't hate it. Stick around. All right. So I'm not one to let good hot water go to waste. I'm having a coffee. That's pretty good. All right. So before I tell you my final thoughts on this one, if you like this kind of video, future videos coming up is going to be this wood burning stove. I'm not going to go too deep into it right now, but I'm going to do a video on this wood burning stove. I've been waiting for this one for a while. So, yeah, that's coming up. And then, I tell you what, I don't know if anybody else has seen, I have rocket stove videos. I'll get that. So, I found this on the Walmart website. It is a portable folding rocket stove. So, I really want to try this thing out because, man, I love a good rocket stove. So, like I say, if you're into these type of videos and any kind of stuff that I put out, hit that like button, hit that sub button. So there you go. All right, now back to this. So the positives, the pros on this thing. If you don't use the bag, very lightweight. I mean, this is super lightweight. It'll pack. You can pack it into your cup. So it'll pack down pretty tight. The cool thing about this is that it cooled down really fast. I mean, I had a fire there. It was blazing. It turned the top a lot, and it cooled down really quick. And it cleaned up very easy. So you're not going to get soot all in your pack. But if you're worried about the soot, you can carry the bag. So here's my take on this stove. I think maybe some of it was operator error, and you guys will probably tell me this in the comment. I think what I should have done is got a good blaze going where all these ports were like, you know, purged, if you will, and then put the cup on top of it. Also, I think the fact that we didn't have good wood wasn't a fair disadvantage to this. I really wanted to give us a shot because I want to take this on some day hikes or even maybe an overnight. Be nice in the morning, or if I want to make my coffee real quick, or I am even going to do a video on cooking on this thing. I really am. So another thing I think would be helpful if you had like a stand here, or maybe if I put a couple of rocks around here so the pot set up off of it just a little bit. I think that would have been nice. I love what fire does, wood fire does to a cup. So, like I say, the Tomshoo titanium stove. No, I don't dislike it, and I'm kind of confused on whether or not I like it. So, what do you guys think in the bottom? Do you think you can actually take this one to Thru Lake? I mean, would it be something you'd be willing to do? I'm going to tell you, I don't think I would take it in the beginning of Thru Lake. If you're coming out of Georgia with snow on the ground at sometimes, I don't think I would do this, or up in, you know, in the Virginia area when you're up in the mountains. I don't think I would. I don't think I'd take this, but this sure would be nice. While you're setting up, you get a fire going, you let this get rolling, you put your pot on it, you go do what you got to do. When you come back, your water's done. You don't have to babysit it. You don't have to worry about leaving your bottle on and burning all your fuel out, because it's just wood. When it burns out, it burns out. So anyhow, yeah, I'm going to do more on this one. And every time I go out, I'm going to take this with me and at least use it one time. That way I could give you a better review in the future on it. But yeah, I'll just give you a first look at it. So again, thanks for watching, friends and family, and we'll see you on the next one.